I mean, I don't know how long I'm going to wait for people to come in, honestly. Even if this could easily be too loud. I mean, yes, there is no sound for this game because I already have the music and it's just a little overlapping. And I still haven't sorted any of the Streamlabs stuff yet for setting up shit. I don't know if that's even gonna do anything. Because I don't know if I've made it. And because it disappears as soon as I do this. But I mean, you'd think it would help. I actually don't know how long it's worth me waiting. I mean, I can try that. The combination. I don't know if it'll do anything though. I haven't got any reading that it's changed. And I don't know if that one person in the stream is actually here to say anything. Ah, 50 total views on YouTube. No, not YouTube. 50 overall views. But no, one person would be thinking, did they not stream this on Fridays, like special occasion? Yes. But this is a cover. This is a mania cover. Because I don't know what to stream that just isn't Pokemon. And I'm also, I don't know if you can even do it on them or having to do it on the actual website. I'm having to remove one part of the schedule because of what I'm planning to do. Mainly because Wednesday and I'm wanting something. Does it have to be the... No, for some reason, no, I can't. Well, if I can't do it there, can I even attempt to do it? I hate this show sometimes. Especially when you just prepare it with tape and then it gets uncomfortable because there's always sharp edges ready to stab you. For no reason. And now I can't even do it on here. Well, I'm not having to sort it out, yeah, just not doing the half 1 to 5 Wednesday stream. Mainly because it's a Wednesday and no one likes Wednesdays, to my knowledge, but actually, I don't, and I also don't like Mondays. Most of the time over days are fine. Apart from the latter half of Sunday, because then it makes me realise I've got to get up early. Not in this current time, but for the rest of the year, pretty much. Friday, obviously, yeah, I'm to wake up early, usually. But then the end of it's great, and then all of Saturday ends up being great. Okay, yeah, as of right now, most of it's just great. Now I'm to get up early. Or do much. Because I hate mornings, I'm not suited for mornings. Like, I know you likely don't give a shit, but I'll put it this way. I'm not a morning person. I'm sort of an afternoon person in a way. Because by the time it's reached the afternoon, I'm fine. I don't know if the word is fine, more like I'm better than I was in the morning. And in the night, it varies, because there are some times when I just fall asleep. Well, not actually, no, I'll probably get tired somehow. And it seems to be mostly random times. So it's just going to be me going back to streaming Uno. If it's not the proper one I want, because the only way it would ever be proper is if I had friends to them being able to play the game like a certain someone who gets millions of views just for playing the Ubisoft version of it. Oh, for fuck's sake. I might have forgotten I had the controller plugged in and I'm having to unplug it, otherwise I get vibrations to the max. I don't know why he did that. It's not even a +4. The first jump in was fine, the second one was unnecessary, honestly. It still worked. Unless that was a cover for him. But, okay, in all honesty, I don't mind Ubisoft Uno. I'm calling it Ubisoft Uno since they had to get the license for the game just so they could make this. What the that was a severe lag. I could not tell that even appeared on the stream itself. Just on my end, the game just decided we're gonna just stop completely for no reason. Maybe someone else to deal with it. I ain't dealing with that. Oh god, so first I'm suffering with a cold and my eyes are so watery, it was awful. Now it's just it's heat exhaustion. I only have myself to blame really. Mainly because I'm in a hot room and I choose to be. Could I easily be in another room? Yes. But would I be able to stream? No. Oh well, first game, I didn't expect to win. Honestly, I didn't. I mean, yes, two of them were severely lower than me, but I'm only recently 22. Like, I don't know how, considering I was steady grinding until 11, then went to 22 in one go, from what I can remember. Even though the level, most of the time, does nothing. Like, I haven't experienced enough for it to matter, because most of the time it's just, how long have you played this game for? Because did you not play this game for roughly 10 hours now? Yeah, I know. Before that, hardly any time, because I just did 1 or 2 games with the AI and hated it. Because the AI always found a way to cheat. Thank you, AI! Like, obviously I don't have the recordings of me failing horribly against AI. This was way before I even considered streaming. Come on, Peter Blab, actually pick a card. Of course. Okay, what is that for a profile picture? Problem with being interesting one. But anyway, I can really properly be surrounded by people here. I don't know what that means. Unless it's one of those emblems you get. Pardon me, sorry. Of course. I got one thing other than that. wonder if this, wonder if because of it being pretty much the same, that it's able to connect to the PS4, well, not, it's saying, well, the console versions of this. Like, is it I know it's multi-platform, but can you actually interact with them? Like, is it possible? Because I know it's on there, I just never paid for it. Mainly because no one else had it. Yep, send it back to a colour I don't even have, and oh, now you make me pick up if that's gonna allow me to do it. Oh, now I can jump in on myself, what do you know? But that's if it even gets a 4 or green. Or I'm forced to switch out. But pretty much, don't make it go green. As soon as it goes green, we've lost. I'm saying we as if like it's a team thing. Ah, shit. When it really isn't, but okay, we haven't. Okay, no, we definitely haven't lost. Even if I can't even get it going. I don't have anything, and I didn't know what one had. How was I gonna do anything? And one's higher level than me. Oh my god, 12 experience, it's fucking nothing. Yep, of course. A, the thing's not appeared on here at all. And also the first one is a fucking bot. I'm not clicking on that. Fuck off. Who is a cunt that thinks it's a good idea to send bots into the stream? Like, who is the one thinking, oh, that's a good idea? Just send it into a stream where hardly anyone is in it, making it seem like they're really going to click on it. Like, I know it's one of the things. Okay, this is just bugged out because it's saying that no one is it. It's supposed to be playing. Well, it's like there's a +4 in play, but I don't know if the action's already happened or it's still in. It's still the main card. Up, something happened. Oh no! Everyone fucking. Surprised it doesn't attempt to do that for when everyone else leaves and all you have is bots. Like, yes, have one or two just so you have enough human players, but no when there's only one human player. Okay, it's another one of those. Oh yeah, no wait, this is pretty much the same match I was in earlier. How this happen? Except for now, Golden Omega's the new one. Ultrawalk and Dr. ND were ones I'd seen before. Right, got every colour except for red. Should I switch at this point? Yes, but I've got 2+2s of the ready. Even though, actually no, I don't have to yet. I just scored preparation for when someone tries to +2 me, which sounds sexual, but pretty much just trying to make me pick up cards. All that can happen. Yeah, okay, +4. Oh, there is that? Yeah, that is an upside down Spider-Man. I couldn't tell what it was until I saw the white eyes, considering it's black with parts of red. Ah, no. Pretty sure he did pick that up, and I can't even attempt to call the bluff. I got 3+2s now. So if I can have it in 9, surely the others. Okay, I'm not going to do it that time. Okay, how many candles do you want? Cool, I'm having a 707. I hope one of the +2. Come on. Yep, get slammed. That's what I like to see. Unintentional teamwork. Oh, we're gonna get doing the switch. Even though I've just got fucking... Okay, nope, I did. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, so I had just numbers to mostly red. No good. I can't remember. I don't know what Uthorg's got. Because I'm pretty sure that's my hand, so I'm not gonna know. And red's what I've got most of. And no one can even attempt to reverse it. Oh, we were fine with red, but nah, just pick green. And I won't continue with this match, except someone has got to take a shit. Be back in a few. Well, I am back to play more Uno. Because honestly I haven't got much else to do. Even though I just made that seem like it's solved the stream. It's not. And okay, not something from PE exhausted anymore, just a cold that I had yesterday during a certain time. If you're English, then you'd know what a certain time that was. But if you're not, you don't give a shit. Oh, it's done this again. How has it done it? What the fuck? Oh. Yep. The draw to make up 3 plus 2s now. Yeah. 3, give me your hand. Only for mine to be taken away by Connor. Or Con33R. And now I'm having to draw again. Because I'm back to the system of green only. But it being every colour except that, and as soon as I change it to green, by the time it gets back to me, it's another colour. And I'm already picking up 4. Yep, up to 9. That was quick. Oh look, out of the colours I've got, nothing. At least now I have it. Is he gonna be okay? Yeah, I only have those 2, and I'm not wasting my second one. Why would I do that? Haha! Now everyone's got 4 cards. Oh, yep, you haven't to skip me. Four cards left, only one will actually help me. Seeing as it feels rare that I'm ever actually able to just jump in. Because I often get the case of they play the same card that I was going to play, but they're just before me, meaning that it's pointless. Oh, okay, I thought that might have gone on for longer. Is he going to try and plus 2 me though? To my knowledge he isn't, but no, I'm doing it plus 4 instead. Rare one rare case where I'm actually able to jump in. But otherwise 3 lethal yellow cards that I won't be able to use anymore because I've just got yellow, green and blue with 4 2s in it, and I'm almost calling the devil. And someone's continuing to pick up cards. Oh my god. Well, at least it was somewhat worth it. Even though I can't play, so it didn't help me at all. All I've done is send it back from whence it came. Okay, you wouldn't pick mine. Picking mine is absolutely suicidal. No man, I can't even play and I'm gonna have to switch. That's if I even get a chance to play. Only one card is useful. And I don't need to see that when I have 11 cards. Thank you, Furry. Thank you. I know he might not be, but at the same time, considering what he put over a human, he might be. And I can't even challenge it anyways. I always end up trying to say, oh, no, there's no point challenging it. More like, I can't. Okay, yeah, I don't get that. Why does a thing of... I just realised I have one card. Okay, it switched. Even though I now have the least. Could swap with Connor, might have been fine. Why he did that just to make it the same colour, I won't know. Not that I get a chance to even put my plan into effect. Unless it really is just draw them as in someone going one complete. I'm pretty sure he's just not playing anymore. But oh my god, he's getting 27. I'm not jumping in. Just to see if he would. Well, clearly someone has plus twos. Yep, 19 like that. I mean, partly because someone decided not to play. Okay, yes, it's me shooting into Barton, of course. I'm the one that gets cancelled out. Ah. Ah. Oh my god. The AI is just on that one card. I would be able to plus 2, but it's the wrong colour. And they just keep on jumping in on each other. How am I supposed to do anything? Okay, get plus 4 instead. What colour? Oh, blue, okay. Oh my moronic! Payback time. That's what you get for jumping in very unnecessarily. Oh, fuck off. How am I supposed to know yellow was exactly what they had? That is not how life is supposed to work. Somehow, 1 out of 4 chance to pick that colour. Meanwhile, a 3 out of 4 to pick every other colour. That's just unfair. Oh, now it's 3 humans versus 1 AI. The one that won, because he had a yellow. Or was it unpredictable? Oh, come on. Is anything gonna happen? Or nothing? But I guess it's not all the stuff I would stream that stuff. I might as well do that Wednesday. Okay, if it's gonna be like this, I'm disconnected. Holy shit. How low do I have to go? Actually, if I just do, I might have to do. I don't know what level I need to put it at though. It's a problem. Because it makes it look like I'm talking on the microphone, even though I'm not. So it says found a match, even though it hasn't. Okay, yep, that's fun. What the fuck happened with that? That is not how cards are supposed to be put on the thing. Bloody hell. Like, it just looks weird. It's not even sorting itself out. Even if it's taken a while for everything to be done. I feel like I've seen him before. Oh, come on. Yep, fun. I didn't even get to have a go that round. Just to get +4 at the end. Fun. Like, I know so many things that I could easily fix. Like, I'm listening to music now from a game that never released over here, yet it has English voice acting in it, but it's also considered not to be the greatest of games when it may be Generation 1 based, but some of the stuff is just a bit bizarre. Combat's a bit awkward. Some of the stages are just difficult unnecessarily. I can't remember all of it. Some characters that you'd think would be playable but aren't. But I managed to win that. But I'm guessing with a PS2 emulator, I could get Transformers Tatakai to work. When with the greatest, because there's still no perfect emulation when so many PS2 games could easily be put onto newer systems. Except, no, they either get remakes, remasters, or nothing. Like, not even ports. Because there's obviously going to be cases where the game itself is fine in terms of you're not needing to update controls or update anything. As long as it's a port and you say it is a port, then honestly it's fine. But if you're gonna just make it extremely lazy, like hardly put any effort to so that it somehow everything about it is worse than the original, then what the fuck's the point? Like, okay, ports can be like, what I mean is the ports of like options for either original PS2 graphics or updated graphics. Oh, that was not helpful. Like, go to the topic of like stuff that I wish was a thing, like so many games that I wish was on PC or even other consoles aren't. Because somehow the ones I want don't get put into newer systems. But the ones from ages ago do get put onto newer systems. I.e. the entire original Mega Man and the Mega Man X collection. They get put onto newer systems, like for Mega Man that's, what is that, 9 or 10 games. And the Mega Man X is roughly the same? Like, I know that they had 5. 5 that were actually good, and then 6 was a rush job, and 7 was awful. But even with that, that's still quite a lot that they could still port to the newer systems as as a collection, considering are they ported over? Yes, with some extra options. But I'm pretty sure most of them end up just looking the same. Mainly because the 8-bit graphics and some of them are 16-bit, yeah, understandable, but enough so that they can be ported. Yet, none of the PS2 games that I want to be ported over ever get ported. Or, when some of the games actually do get put onto PC, by the time I get around to being able to buy them, they get taken off the market, considering, for some reason, actually I didn't say considering, but they get taken off the market because Activision loses a license on the games. Yet they never thought to try and reclaim it. Mainly because you have people like me not wanting to pay about 50 quid for one key. Well, Steam key to get one game. Especially when all I'm getting is single player. Is it still a great game? Yes. Like, it's still bloody amazing. But part of the fun was also the multiplayer. You know, fully customize your own character. Customize the loadout, everything. Like, it was fun. Except now, servers are down. I know there are some fan servers, but seriously? 2 of the games that I'm thinking of, like, concerning this situation, are rated pretty much the 2 best Transformers games of all fucking time. And yet somehow we're the ones that get left in the dust. Like, yes, you could say, oh, F-Zero hasn't had a game, like, full on proper game since the GameCube. Or Metroid a lot of the time doesn't get a game. Or when it does, it ends up not being as great as it could easily be. Like, yes, Metroid did have one game on NES and SNES, nothing on N64, but then came back with a banger on GameCube. Oh, why? Why do I have to allow the jumping for when I'm doing something else? Yeah, no, so kind of, and then when I click on it, it doesn't want to work. But okay, yes, that's 2, but those are franchises with Nintendo. And it's just weird with Nintendo because some franchises that they have, they just either leave them in the dust or just pump out way too many terrible games associated with them. I mean, Metroid ended up with that mainly because it did get unnecessary spin-offs for some reason, or even when it's made it seem like like trailer for you is going to be really good. It ends up not being good at all. But then you have Transformers where we were struggling, well, the fans. Were there games beforehand? Yes, but I wouldn't call them good. I mean, it's either the Transformers games on like Commodore 64, some Japanese exclusives like Convoy no Nazo or Headmasters. There might have been some G2 games in the 90s, I wouldn't surprise me. Then there was the two Beast Wars games in the 90s, where the first one, from what I've seen, is just incredibly difficult. For Space Around Season 1. The second one, Space Around Season 2, it's not the greatest fighting game. Like, at all. I've seen that it's decent, but it's on the PS1. And, I mean, it can do robots. But because obviously it's not being first party, it's not going to be greatest. And then when we did get a full on good game, it was 2004. Based on Transformers Armada, which had already ended the year beforehand. So it came out, well, in the UK or power areas before the US and during the era of Energon. Okay. And it was just so good because it's a third person shooter with some first person mechanics, and it was the first properly good Transformers game. And yet nothing has happened, and I'm gonna get +6. But pretty much first one, it's like the first proper one that we got. Then, as you know, there was the Japanese Generation 1 Transformers game that was released in 2003 with English voice acting as an option and English like text, but it never released over here for reasons I actually don't know why. But pretty much okay, it still wasn't great. But Transformers for PS2, the one that came out to everywhere, just good. And it was around in a series that ended up being, well, mixed in some places, seeing as, you know, by adults it wasn't exactly well liked at the start. For kids it was great, but then okay, the second half, the Unicorn Battles actually stepped up everything, like less animation errors. So yeah, that part always considered the best part of Armada. The first part, possibly 50%ish, or even 75%, not as good. Like, there was obviously some parts of it being good, but not full on episodes. So to get a good game out of that is bizarre. So it's technically a tying game, but it's pretty much just Armada in an alternate universe, where it's just the first three Autobots versus the rest of the Decepticons, because well, okay, not all of them, because Demolisher was planned, and then and then something, and then wasn't included. So you get drones, Cyclonus, Starscream, Tidal Wave, Megatron, Unicron. Yeah, you take on Unicron. Okay, a lot in this like robot form, that'd be way too much. But pretty much in its orbiting planet eating mode, you get to fly around Cybertron, and I have not been in it. Mainly because when I even attempted to, I just couldn't like reach the thing. Considering you're having to go into it and just shoot doors so that he slowly weakens, so that you can eventually plant him to pieces. But it was the last bit that I couldn't reach. Like somehow the time was that short that I could never get there. And yes, I did end up doing it with cheese when I was younger. I just haven't played it now because I don't have my PS2 plugged in. Like it made me my favorite console of all time. Partly because it has like pretty much favorite games. Well, one's just my absolute favorite. But I'm still going to be saying that some parts of it are not great. Like I think it's just because of the TV I have. I could just monitor. Like it is unhelpful. But honestly, with the PS2 itself, if I was to get a proper TV like CRT TV, I think that's the one so that you can get the best graphics for it. It would look fine, but it doesn't do well. The screens for the modern day at all. Well, that's a bit of a problem. I think PS3 still does fine for now. Obviously, in the later on, like modern monitors are fine. But it's just like the older ones, some of them are just like the older screen. It's like the newer screens don't work so well with it because this is trying to get the best out of it, but doesn't work when it's trying to cooperate with older hardware. Like completely fine with newer hardware. Like the way on you go just ends up being awful, which is why you end up attempting to get a TV that was made around this time to get the best quality. Which is not why I'm wanting ports so much, because then I can get to experience them how I always wanted to. Highest quality, pretty much no problems, with online capabilities. Except that's not possible. Although what I really mean by ports is that, oh for fuck's sake. Ports, but still upgrade the graphics. Didn't mean to do that. Still work, but I need to just have my hand on my mouse instead of flapping around with this. I haven't even finished yet. This bloody can. And I don't know what I need to do for my rants, but I'd rather rant about this than any of the stuff that's gonna make it so I can't do anything with Twitch anymore. Like, you know, end up being on the side of complaining that the games that I want to be put onto new systems pretty much have no chance of being put onto new systems. Even though I'm pretty sure technically Hasbro could, seeing as they had to give the licenses to a company so that they could be the ones to make the games. But they would still end up holding it, seeing as they had it in the first place, and they end up loaning out, if that's the right term. Not absolutely giving them away. But I'd still want those games be put onto newer systems, so I can play them at high quality. Instead of like, okay, so I have the PS2, have an original PS2 controller, now I just need a CRT TV, which is likely £1,000 at this rate, because there's no fuckers making them. And they just end up getting so out, well, the only people that are going to be buying them are people that have an obsession with mid 2000s or even early 2000s TVs, or people that just really want to play PS2 games in high quality, knowing that some of the titles either won't get to be put onto newer hardware, or by the time they do, it's not good. Because of course most of the games I want don't get put onto newer stuff. So you got to semi kind of hope that it gets to Steam somehow. Because San Andreas, like GTA San Andreas and Vice City, both get put onto Steam. Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga gets put onto Steam. Lego Batman the video game gets put onto Steam. Lego Indiana Jones. Lego Star Wars 3. Okay, yeah, agree with me, not Lego Star Wars the video game or Lego Star Wars 2. Because... and me. Well, I mean, the where is it, LucasArts? Or was it? Oh, it would be Traveller's Tales. What was it that? Well, someone would have the right mind, the mind of thinking that. Okay, so we have these two, but then we also Complete Saga is going to be made. So are we going to do anything PC? Where it's like, nah, just put the Complete Saga, just put that one on PC. Leave the others behind, mainly because Complete Saga is just the best versions of the prequels and original trilogy. Enough to a point that I just never bought like Force Awakens, mainly because it's a Lego game surrounding only one movie. They look nice, but at the same time, it's one game. It's surrounding one film. Not even like a trilogy. Like seriously. At least you can say, oh, Lego Batman, 3 completely unique stories. And the Lego games, well, Lego Indiana Jones was the original trilogy because it came out before the 4th film. And the Lego Star Wars games is either the prequel trilogy, the original trilogy, or both of them. Or even Lego Star Wars 3. Because that was the first few seasons of the Clone Wars. So even then it still worked. But not when it's one. Well, I guess. Did also. What was it a thing with the Jurassic World one where they put in the original films as well? I mean, they might have, but It's like the older Lego games still get put on Steam, even if this one is 2008. Actually, no, I think it's what 2007. And San Andreas Vice City, they're close to mid 2000. Pretty sure 2003 and 2004. But they get put on because it's Rockstar. Yeah, meanwhile, the games that I'm wanting, nowhere. Because somehow, the four overall best Transformers games on console slash PC, because if you were counting mobile, then I would count Transformers Legends, rest in peace. But count it, so we have. I really should keep it on this one, but yeah, Transformers PS2 that released globally. Transformers War for Cybertron, Transformers Fall of Cybertron, and Transformers Devastation, all not available on newer hardware except for if you already had the system. Well, okay, the first one only on PS2. But I didn't know it was a PS2 exclusive in 2004. Well, I thought it released GameCube, but no, only PS2. And then War for Cybertron was put onto newer systems. But is no longer on Steam because licenses. And then they also made it so that you could no longer buy it from the online stores, like on the consoles, like they're gone. They also made it so that it was pretty sure, well, unless there was only 4 Cybertron, but so that made it so that you could purchase it on PS4 and PS3. The problem being that it was still full price at the time, like, well, actually it was 45 quid. Like, not even like, oh, if you already have the game, then you, like, if you already have trophies for the PS3 version, then you don't need to buy this one. But no, they wanted to charge you full price. Didn't say anything about it. I'm pretty sure I somehow found out about it somewhere. And then took it off. Pretty sure they did that with like Marvel Ultimate Alliance games, where they put the games on the stores, not told anyone, and then a year later take them off, making it seem like it's our fault for not knowing that we're able to read minds. Like, what the fuck? And I'm pretty sure that's similar thing to Fall of Cybertron, because that's the main one that was put onto. Pretty sure. Yeah, it was on PS4 in 2014. And then pretty much nothing, like, they don't put any advertising out, which is only their own fault. But it's like, oh no, buy it again, will you? But no. Oh, come on. How was I supposed to know that? But it got hardly fucking anything. Still more than me, though. And then, okay, yeah, so that's 3 covered, so you know. 1 has never been put onto new systems ever. 2 were, and then were taken off because licenses.
And the Devastation, well, that was made for PS4, Xbox One, still put onto PS3 and 360. Was on the store, was on Steam, and the licenses made it so that it was taken off. Which I'm pretty sure also made it so that. Hang on. So I thought it was apparently nothing, but was on the store, taken off, and most of the game no vulnerable warning, which also removed the DLC. Well, it was only costume DLC and a few new weapons, because they had a gold bug. Was it that? I'm not sure if they called it that, but it pretty much was gold bug for Bumblebee. Regular or Sideswipe, and Nemesis Prime for Optimus Prime. But I'm pretty sure with that you also did get the Dark Star Saber, few weapons, not much. I mean, you could still complete the game without them, but still gets removed off the store. Because that's the look I have. Combine that with the look of Burnout as a whole, where only one, well, technically two games have ever been put onto Steam as a whole, like, complete. Mainly because EA are that fucking lazy that not only do they send Criterion, even though it's just a hollowed shell of its original self, to be put onto Need for Speed, then to work with DICE for the Battlefields, but also just allow like the previous heads of the company to make their own company, only for them to obviously make their own spirited success, even though it's not as good to the original Burnouts. Make it so that no Burnout game ever gets put into production, because even when there's apparently news of one, EA decides to shut it down. Seeing as there was reports of one in 2016, only to find out, oh, yeah, it shut down in 2016. Even though the series could do very bloody well. They really are making it seem like it can't do well. Clearly it can. Because if they're not going to be able to get Criterion to do it, like, I'm pretty sure there's enough companies to get someone to do it that specializes in car destruction. Pardon me. But arguably, because of how it is, could you, hang on, because Burnout Paradise was remastered to have all the DLC in it with barely anything changed and wasn't just graphics, surely the team behind that could make the other games, put them onto newer hardware. Because they did it with like an open world game that, yes, it was on the PS3, but at the same time, isn't that technically more difficult hardware, considering how much difficult the PS3 was to develop for compared to the PS2? So surely it's possible. Well, either get the team behind Paradise Remastered to make the older Burnout games onto new hardware, or you find a new team to license it to them. Like, I just want to be able to play Burnout Revenge
on high quality without having to get an Xbox 360 emulator. Because otherwise I'm having to get like an Xbox One X just so I can play it at high bloody quality. Because apparently it's so hard to ask for games from the 2000s and early 2010s and mid 2010s to be brought onto newer hardware just so I can play them. But no, EA just will hold on to the license, do fuck all with it, and somehow hasn't shut down Criterion, even though they bought them back in 2003, but have pretty much ruined them since 2008, well, 2009, seeing as it was, like, once the final DLC for Burnout Paradise dropped, and you know, after the final update, EA have just ruined Criterion by making them move to places that didn't need to be. Like moving them to Need for Speed, even though Black Box Gaming was seemingly fine. Like you could have Criterion assist with them, but not having said that. Oh no, we're just removing Black Box Gaming. Like we're just getting rid of them and making it so that Criterion's a new maker on Need for Speed. Which I don't think they did for Hot Pursuit, but it's very similar to, has some burnout elements in it. But then Most Wanted actually is developed by Criterion, but it's still isn't as good as their original work. I mean, partly because you sort of have, with Need for Speed, you are using realistic cars, and not cars that look like the cars in real life, but aren't, so then they can get around an issue. Which honestly, that way just means you wouldn't get the people making Forza to make Burnout. Because that just wouldn't make sense. So it's like, new studio, the people who made Burnout Paradise Remastered, yeah, that's the only two choices you have. But then within that, the new studio, who you're gonna get to make it to outsource it pretty much. Like, there's the people behind Twisted Metal is a possibility. The Dirt Showdown game from 2012, that's actually really good. Motorstorm? Oh wait, no, because they're not going to. Actually, no, you could get them to make it, honestly. I mean, it would be great if you could. Because that Motorstorm trilogy is amazing. But considering, like, yes, the most popular one out of the series sells 3 million copies. The sequel sells half that. But it still sold over 1 million. Compare that to Burnout 1 and 2. Are they both good in their own right? But Burnout 2 is just a better Burnout 1. But they're still good enough that it got EA bloody interested. Was this still at the time of them shutting down companies? Yes. But it was also before EA decided to put microtransactions in everything. Because this is 2004, no, they were trying to in 2003. Because I think they were, yeah, a game once trying to be made, like a third Burnout game, in the style of Burnout 2. But Acclaim went bankrupt, so they had nothing, so EA had to sweep in. Did save them. So even though EA did save Burnout, It has also made it so that no games are going to be made in the series anymore, which is just depressing. Because people still play them, people still want a new Burnout game that isn't just, oh, Burnout 3 Remastered, because of course that's the popular one. No, not the best one, just the one that sold the most. Of course. Because then the problem is like, yes, my favourite console just happens to be the best selling, but then my favourite game of all time was on the best selling console of all time, but wasn't the best selling of its series. Favorite genre, I really don't have a favorite genre. I mean, unless you're gonna say, oh, RPG because of how much I played Pokemon, but that's that. And I haven't played any other RPGs really. I've started Final Fantasy 3 on the Nintendo DS. Is it difficult? Yes. And that's only within the first few hours. But hey, still want to finish it at some point. It's just that this takes up a lot of my time. You know, mainly because I'd like to actually do stream, but I can't do anything if I'm at the position of I'm getting no one in, and I'm not wanting to beg other streamers, oh for fuck's sake, beg other streamers to shout me out so I can get something. Because this is technically on my own doing. I'm the one that set everything up. I haven't got anyone to help me. You don't want my business here. Yes, I am just send the link to some of my friends, even though some of them would already have it. But the problem is that it doesn't matter when I stream it, because for some reason they're either busy or don't give a shit. It's no, it's not like one of those things where oh it feels like that even though it's not. No, it pretty much is. It's either they can't because at work, or when they are available, they don't give a shit to even just put it on the side. It's not hard. Like, this is a friend here. Even though I'm sounding desperate slash needy, I don't like. Does it sound like it? Can it? Possibly. But I mean, at the same time, it's called wanting to do this because you've seen people do it before and you actually have the facilities to do it. Could I no doubt put these streams onto YouTube just to see how they even do? Yes, I have my own YouTube channel to do that. Completely unedited raw footage. But it's like, should I? I don't know how well they would even do. Like, it's not gonna be one of those things of, oh, I just do extremely well because of it. Like, because it's not associated with any already big YouTuber, it's not gonna hit anyone. Like, it's not gonna be on recommended. Like, really, just hours of footage
straight up put onto YouTubers' videos. And even though I would want to put an accurate title of Shit in the Stream 1, Shit in the Stream 2, like, a lot. Could I do that? Yes, but then for a channel that's already had copyright music in it, that wasn't even my fault, just that's in the background, but somehow, oh, it's my fault. I'm sorry, I can't control the outside. Did I sort it out by just muting it? Yes. Are there just some videos on the channel that I really do regret? Possibly.
Do I even make any money from it? No. I don't even make any money on this. Mainly because I'm pretty sure you do by the time you get to affiliate. But it's a bit of a problem when you can do the hours. Like seriously, stream for 24 hours. You'll just have to do that over time. If you have enough time like me, that's easy to do. Everything else is just not possible. Because it's like, oh, get 50 followers. Get average of this many followers. Actually, no. It's like, get this many followers. Get this average many viewers. And then also stream on 7 different... Okay, I can do 2. Stream on 7 different days. To my knowledge, that's possible. If this counts as a separate day. Or it's have to be, I have to stream on one Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If I'm having to do that, then may not always be possible. But reach 50 followers when I'm on 15, and also reach average amount of viewers. I can't control that. I mean, I attempt to, but doesn't help. When I'm not pestering other YouTubers, well, actually just Twitch streamers, or even pestering anyone famous to shout me out, because that makes me sound desperate and like I'm under the age of 15, even if I'm reaching 20. And somehow, even though it's like, oh yeah, 15 followers that would get notifications for me, it's like they end up being like me with other Twitch streamers, where it's like, oh, I have notifications for Lobos and Stevie and that Cyber channel. Like, I have notifications for those, and also Faf9. But it's like, either I'm doing something at the time, making it so that I can't watch it, or I'm not bothered to. Like, it ends up being a case of I am just amongst those people that mostly just watches Lobos for his Soulspawn content. Could I easily watch all of its other stuff? Yes. But I first knew him as the one that played Dark Souls randomizer, use what you see. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the first one I saw of him, it might not have been, but that's what I know him as. So that's the most I have watched for his content in one's entirety, like his randomizers. It's just him being overall nice person. I mean, okay, he's not one to get angry, which means he's not exactly the same as me. But he still has played the games, has done loads of streams, has been a contributor to the Bloodborne guidebook. Pretty sure the official one. Because he sees that as his favourite and was able to actually be a contributor for it. Like, that is amazing.
I just did that because of how many cards I have. And now I just about have one of every single colour. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess strategically you would have the +2 jump in, allow that to exist. Because there are times when it's like, oh, it's a +6 on you. Oh no, +6 on someone else. So you would just cut it out. But that would only work if it was teams. Like, it wouldn't work afterward. Like, it's like, it's not great to do for this, seeing that it's not a +6 on you. It's always a +6 on someone else for that situation to play out. So it seems a bit weird. Yeah, of course, get +2. Okay, some people don't realise. It doesn't add up when you jump in on yourself like that. Like, it only works if it can go in a loop. Except now I've been cancelled twice by Kebab Shop Kevin. For some reason, just, yeah, okay, a Kevin that works at a kebab shop stopping me from playing a game of Uno. Because he just either makes me pick up more cards, or just jumps in making it so that I'm having to change the colour. But by the time it gets back to me, it changes colour again! Because it always finds a way to change it. Like, I don't know if that's just a thing that would end up happening. But it's like, okay, the first time when you actually change it, it would normally have to change colour unless that they have pretty much the same card where they can just change the colour. But often it ends up staying the same for the first card. Then by the time it gets to the second or third person, it's a completely different colour that doesn't help me. Somehow usually the one I don't have. Like, I changed it to red and it just went to green. I mean, yes, I have a +2 for it, but not the one I have the most of. But at least during the stream I get to play games, listen to great music, even though it's not as much as I've wanted, because players of about 300 or so can't use most of the songs in them. I'm not so surprised that this isn't copyrighted. Mainly because the intro themes and ending themes for the Sentai shows are copyrighted. Yet, for some reason, a song created to celebrate 20th anniversary of the show, because it acknowledged it from 1975. Because I think it did that with, was it? Yeah, Our Ranger properly. Because before it did it with Live Man. Well, mainly because that counted as Sentai, not Super Sentai, because it started with giant robots. But then it was like counted to that range of being an anniversary season in a way. Okay, yeah, that's one person that could be watching this stream right now, but isn't. Because I couldn't have just go into settings and make it so they don't appear at all. Well, we challenged it. He thought that many cards, surely, not realising. Pretty sure I picked it up. Although, in terms of hardly any games for a series that isn't primarily video game centric, Super Sentai and Power Rangers, they get some,
but doesn't out like Super Sentai's case when we're gonna release this game on the PS1 because I'm pretty sure they did for Gal Ranger and Hurricaneer. Yet actually no, Saban never saw them for we could do that. Like if they're able to do it, surely we could just change a lot of the text and the Japanese still surely just still be possible. Considering how massive Power Rangers was. Yes, the craze had died down by then. But come on. Something. And I don't know if Simpsons I haven't checked for the games if they carried on making them for the other series. I know they had a mobile game that was actually really good. But it was Japanese exclusive and it's no longer functional. Pretty sure it's Super Sentai Ledger War, where they had every Sentai hero, like every official one. I don't think they had. I don't think there was a. Don't think there was anything for X1 Math, but I know that they had all of the. Pretty sure the main 6 heroes, all of the Sentai Rangers, yet only in Japan. Doesn't exist anymore. Like you attempt to use it, you can't. Really annoying. That it's like, oh, just to access it properly, either get through this link that just about works, even though all of it is in Japanese. Considering, I mean, yeah, it's Japanese exclusive, but did they even try to make any option? Just made it, oh, you live in Japan, you definitely understand Japanese. Which obviously, if you're living in Japan, you would have to, but like it could have like A continued and B be brought over to here. Because I'm pretty sure some of them have acknowledged, oh, that we're watching it illegally. Because how are we supposed to watch it legitimately? When most of the shows don't get put onto DVD, and the only ones that have actually got put onto DVD so that we can watch them are decades old. Like, they have done Zoo Ranger, they have done Die Ranger. Like, don't. And over there they end up, like, doing volumes. Like what I have with Dino Thunder. If they ever wanted to make more money, just still make it, still have it on a Japan channel, but allow it so that like a channel can put onto their site, like so that it can be viewed globally. No censoring, nothing. Like we're not wanting censoring, but unless the only reason why they don't do that, it's like it's because Power Rangers, but they still end up being different. Like their identities are still completely different. Because even though it's like same suits, same weapons, same mecha, It still ends up being completely different characters. You're different characters, like different heroes, different villains, different story arcs, different music, less chances of crossovers. Different themes. Plus, like, may have some parts of it, like, making it seem like, oh, Power Rangers has some form of an identity crisis. But it's still able to stand on its own. I mean, considering that pretty much no one outside of Japan knew about Sentai at all, like, knew anything to do with it, even after Power Rangers came out. Just proves that it can really just stand on its own very easily. But Sentai just never gets put over here. So you just have to find a site that hopefully isn't absolutely awful, just so you can watch it. And it's not the greatest one for binge watching, considering pretty much every single season will be wildly different. Most seasons are about 50 episodes long, plus about two, like at least a few movies. Because you have that one movie that's 20 minutes and doesn't add anything. It's just another episode. You have the crossover with the previous Sentai. There's already two. Possibly crossover with a Metal Hero. And then a fourth one. Fourth one's still there, but pretty sure it's still two. Like one that doesn't serve any purpose to the overall plot. It's just another episode, but they still called it a movie. And the actual crossover that people want. And then occasionally, like they've done it 3 times, where they've done it 10 years after, but that's still not in the time when it was airing. It is still a lot, yes. And yeah, I know I'm talking about Super Sentai if anyone's going to know about it except for me. But hey, someone's got to get the information into the UK, and there's hardly anyone knows anything about it. It's like more US people know. Yeah, it's hardly anything over here, seeing as it gets this. Well, Power Rangers gets distributed over here, but then at the same time, like none of it is made over here. There's enough no British actors within the show, because it's either American, New Zealand, or half New Zealand, half Asian. I'm only saying that because, you know, I'm thinking Jason Chan from Ninja Storm. Obviously more than that. There's like pretty much no UK actors. Because last time I checked, most like UK actors would usually either live somewhere in Los Angeles and go crazy. I'm pretty sure someone else has said that mainly because of what's happened to Hollywood. Live in the UK itself. At a small island. Or possibly Australia. But I mean, that's just mainly the UK itself. Like, it just happens to be a thing that we end up doing. Like, just for actors, but it's either just stay in your home country or just go to LA. That's it. Or even if you want to go more specific with home country, London. Because really, most of them aren't going to go to the north when most production teams for films or even TV shows just get put into London. Then of all the time, it's like they start as London and then only sometimes will they go up north or even to somewhere else for filming locations, I'm guessing. But no actor themselves has a high chance of living up north. It's usually the south. It's just how they do things for some reason. Maybe because they have money. But it's like, oh, in some ways less. Because they didn't. I'm guessing American actors possibly paid more. But then it still balances out with Americans having to pay more. I don't know if that's absolutely the case, but I'm mainly saying that because, you know, healthcare and all. It, and then because of the healthcare, it just removes the part of America being grey. Like, is it to say it's bad? Because that's apparently what certain people just like to say constantly. But it's just like, the British, you know, obviously, rightfully just take the piss out of it so much. It's like, oh, you haven't even got this, and yet you call yourself a developed country, making it seem like you're better than a lot of these places. Oh, you're the richest. Then why haven't you sorted all of this out? Only for America to be not only the richest, but one of the scariest places to be. Well, it's like semi-deceptively scary because some ends end up looking actually nice, but then just be worse. Mainly because guns. But then the actual scarier places look scary on their own even before you get to people kidnapping you. I mean, in the UK mostly it's fine. I haven't exactly been to many places, like to stay for a long time. I've been, like, I've been to Leicester, like, on more than one occasion, like, time when I went there for college. No American college, because technically that would be high school, but we're not staying anywhere. But pretty much, seeing those American colleges, UK university. But I've been there a lot, and the area I was in was kind of fine. I mean, the area surrounding the college, I wouldn't say that's great. But once you go into the town area, then it was fine. Nottingham, the area where I was in, could have easily been worse. Like, Does it look like a place where crime could easily happen? Pretty much. But, because it's me, I didn't get robbed at all. Because in certain areas, you hear stories of people getting robbed. So, like, you sort of hope it doesn't happen to you, but somehow, I end up going to areas where, oh, it's not common. Because reasons. And even though it would look like a place where it would happen, somehow, if you just stay inside a lot of the time, you're fine. And if you're in a position of your job mostly requiring you to be in a building and not having to actually go many places, that isn't just one at the most, and yeah, just to even get to where you are require a lot of stairs, like a lot, and many ways to get in. Then most of the time, not going to happen, unless the only person stealing from you is someone who already lives in the flat. But if they do that, they are even more of a cunt. Because you know they have stolen some. They might try to deny it. But to my knowledge, no one has stolen anything. Oh, for fuck's sake. But clearly someone has read the new description for the chat. Fuck you. I'm sorry that I decided to put something that is an actual issue yet somehow gets scraped under the rug. Because it does. Don't even try and say it doesn't. Stop trying to cause this injury because all you're doing is saying that you hate yourself. Boy is same gender as men, you know, male. I don't know why you're trying to be so hating. You're not the one that's depressed. You're not the one that's me. I mean, if you aren't gonna be in one, actually, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't. Actually, no, you could be by just being a drag queen. That or go for expensive surgery. Slash go through so many steps just to change your name, appearance, fucking everything. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's not worth me banning a certain word in this chat, because I'm not needing to see a certain word over and over again, even though that word hasn't been used. It's not used by anything, because as you can clearly see, not used by this account, not used by my Twitter account, not used by anything. Unless you're just gonna change something just because you can. Okay, with that, what are you trying to refer to? What are you trying to say, that if I know any? Because I don't know any personally. Then that's lying! Why would I lie? You can clearly see by the title of this, it's just Uno. That's not... Why would I lie?
Do I look like the streamer that would either lie about being in the community or lying about having cancer at the same time? Oh fuck. Oh, well, he still got +4, I'm pretty sure that's how this works. But somehow that worked, even though it turned African, I'm pretty sure underneath it's blue. And I didn't have the blue at all. But okay, I'm not gonna pretend to be gay. Nor am I gonna do roleplay. If you're gonna do that, just go over the kick. Cause I don't know what the fuck it is. I just know it exists. And a lot of is used for it. Okay. Stop using that M word that ends with A. It's just not necessary. That is just not my name. Like, I have not used it in years. Yes, that piece of shit. You're making it seem like I've used it recently. I fucking haven't. Like, it's vaporized. I'm not the one using it. Some fucker else, I'm pretty sure, is. Well, there's forgetting my past. Then there's you lot deciding to use a word that I don't associate with myself anymore. Like, it's scrubbed off everything. You try and search up using that, you won't find anything. Discord does not count. Because I know you already had that in plan. You've already done it before. You're going to do it again at some point. And somehow I missed a call 10 minutes ago from someone I don't know. Because if you do that, you're just not funny. Look, you may associate with me, but it's not gonna help the fact that I don't associate it with myself. Well, certain people are going to be saying that that joke was a 2016 or 2017 thing. I mean, you can say all you like, it's just weird. Because that means you happen to be someone who's fat, alone, and depressed. And no one wants to be that. Who the fuck is that? Amoranth. I don't know who the fuck that is. But are you just trying to find my channel even though I'm pretty sure you already know what the fucking channel is? Wait, which way are you spelling it? Is it a Moranth or a Mortanth? Which one is it?
Oh, okay, it must be a more of that. Yeah, I've not heard of that person. Although I am seeing DeviantArt and OnlyFans clearly being as someone's an ego, meaning a slut. Oh wait, wait, one of the no. Hot tub streaming can fuck off. Because somehow Twitch and YouTube allow you to get away with pretty much softcore porn. But in certain cases, saying a certain word gets you demonetized. I would I would only be a hot tub streamer if I was getting paid about 19 billion quid for it. I'm not gonna sacrifice my morals to do that. No. And also, this Uno game is just stuck because Duffy Funk is doing fuck all, and I'm not wanting to stick around if only one person's even in it. Also, why would I be a hot tub streamer now? When that would mostly be for payment, even though I clearly can't be when I'm not even affiliate. And I'm not sacrificing my morals. And also, that would be me having to set up so much shit. I fucking ain't. No, no. Shit, no! Why do I forget that? That's. Oh, well, okay, what the hell is this one? Oh, that fucking backfired. Because they decided to be dicks and not pick green. Cunts. Oh, come on. Oh, yes, choose the article I don't know, Fanny. Okay, and pull that back out. Wait, is that gonna make it +4? Like double up, plus up 7? I meant +8. I don't know why it's a +4. Just continue, pretend like that never even fucking happened. No, no. Okay, doesn't help me. Okay, great. Oh, this is the speed rapid, like having to do everything in quick time. Like 3 seconds or less. Great. Yep, can't do bloody anything. Okay, I can this time. I mean, if you're actually able to play the most time, just spam the click button. That just sounded weird to say. Just click the left mouse button. Yeah, of course, change it to that. Yeah, come on, I don't have. How many do I need? Apparently all of them. Okay, yeah, someone, no, okay, they just send it back. Well, okay, not send it back, that Rayman has just deflected it to someone else. And that didn't even help. It's just gonna help someone from... Really? Well, there is one word I can use to describe you lot if you're gonna do that. And I think you already know what the fuck it is. I'm not needing to say it. But obviously, I hope you're joking. That you would rather watch me, someone who actually puts effort into streams, instead of someone who clearly knows their fucking target audience of being... Look, it's not. Actually, because you pissed me off, I could just use your real name, George. Well, you went wrong by using a certain word that I don't associate with myself anymore because I've said it constantly. Just because you associate with me doesn't mean you need to send it back to me, even though you can clearly see on pretty much every social media I have, it's nowhere to be seen. Because it's not on the PlayStation account, I changed that. I still don't know why Wilbur's one of his messages is just in red text, well, in a red block. It's the only one that's done that. Is it just because of it having like the username in it? Because I don't know. Have you not heard of a thing called porn? I'm pretty sure this way you bloody have. Okay, I don't know. Normally it'll be fine as like if you're wanting to go to someone else. But not when it's someone I have a problem with, seeing as of what Twitch was, for what Twitch has slowly become, where it's just gone ruined. When for some reason get more viewers by doing softcore porn, pretty much. And it has no. It's just unnecessary. Why do you think there's a meme associated with it? Where it's just. When subscribers of OnlyFans find out about porn sites. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could easily find it somewhere online. But I find it wholly unnecessary when IS just make softcore porn, somehow make money off it very easily. Yeah, I predicted that, even though you can't do much with it. Except I can't do anything now. Yeah, I didn't know what one had. Okay, clearly someone has gone over. Okay, what the f... Adam, about ADZ, ads on TTV. Thing that you sent me. I mean, honestly, who do you think you are? When you can get better shots just from Pornhub. Even if Pornhub has screwed themselves over by making it so that only verified accounts can upload stuff. But even then, you still get better from there. Then on Twitch, when everything has to be, when nothing on it can be porn related enough at all, but still softcore porn. But anything even related to hardcore porn, no. Although I'm guessing because I'm talking about it, would not surprise me if I ever did put this onto YouTube. It wouldn't be viewable anywhere. It'd be age restricted to the fucking max. Mainly because somehow you can get demonetized for talking about stuff. For some reason, but actually doing it, nah, for some reason, oh, yeah, I'm not. Fuck off, I'm not playing against bots. on a completely unrelated note, I will bloody attempt on Wednesday to see if I can actually sort out all of the stuff so that on the screen you are able to see the chat and follower notifications. Because I don't know how to actually sort out without looking on YouTube. I haven't done it yet because I'm lazy. But Wednesday afternoon I will fucking try. Like, even though I've set it up so that you think it'll be visible, so that I have locations for chat and any other notifications, does not appear, and I need to figure out as to why it does that. Just so I can make it semi more professional. Look, the call's going +4 by FCS 18, or maybe not, because I've got someone and helping me and making so I can get somewhat closer to winning, even though it could easily be swept away from me on one card and someone just plays a 7. Actually, is that even possible? No, it isn't. And in case you were probably wondering, I am just doing a note because I don't have any games I'd be properly wanting to stream that isn't just Pokemon or starting over on No Man's Sky. But I don't know how fun a No Man's Sky stream would even be. Or even if certain people would be interested in it. Because could it fall into the category of a game that's fun to play but not fun to watch? Because then that means it's the opposite of horror games. Well, those are fun to watch but not fun to play. Especially if you're me. Although, considering where some people are right now, I'm guessing they're hearing fuck all. As soon as they return, I could just put the music to max fucking volume. Oh wait, no, both, no, okay, yeah, I'm down to one viewer now. Oh, sorry that it's called a joke. That's just the thing that I could do, literally because certain people are trying to make it seem like bathtub streamers are a good thing. They fucking ain't. I'm sorry that I just end up sounding like, oh, hating on something that's new. More like it's called Twitch shouldn't have been for it. Yet it just happened and is considered legal because softcore porn's legal in a way. But it's like, it's unnecessary. When even though it's like, oh, need a certain age to make it count. Clearly certain people are watching it that really shouldn't be, yet still are, being oblivious the way you could easily go. And I can't even play because either I get fucking cancelled or people are just reversing it and I have no reversals. But I have 2 zeros. Yep, cancelled fucking twice. I haven't even played And yet one of them's on 4 cards, well, two of them on 4 cards, or... What the fuck am I meant to do? Up oh my... No. Fuck you. Um, I wanted to challenge, but... Can I play? Cunts. You know, fuck you, get plus 2'd up to oblivion. Or apparently no. Okay, fuck you, Sonar. Or S-Sonar. I put the plus 2, and then you decide to jump in for me to get plus 4 when I've got 14 cards, and you've only got 1, you cunt. If that were a win right there, I would just fucking laughed. Because I don't even get a chance to even do much. Oh, fucking course. What a shit game that was. When most of the points were from me. When I couldn't even fucking play. I could push forward. Reversals, cancels, fucking everything. Or even when I try to get my own back, it just gets sent back to me. Because for some reason, it's a good idea for someone to jump in. At the worst possible time. Like, what the fuck was that game? Or where it was a shit one, where it was essentially 3 players and 1 spectator being shot on. Totally unrelated to porn. Fuck you for trying to plus 2 me. Well, fuck you. Like it seem like they're secretly talking. Wouldn't surprise me if they bloody are. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Of course. on to maybe one after this game to find another session, considering it's a session that has pissed me off the most. We've been unable to pretty much do anything for the first few goes. Because somehow it's only me that ends up in that situation. Didn't realize it was me. Oh, how am I supposed to pick that? There's no, like, try to predict what the fuck they have is impossible. Even though I'm gonna get no XP from that. I just want to, because Rammer that pissed me off. Wouldn't surprise me that my hand either gets taken away or I'm having to pick up a shitload of cards. Well, there's no bluff in a 7 and 0, so it's not a lot. Okay, we know one has a green 8, which just means that, you know, can't ever play green or an 8. So I know what one person has. I don't know if they're gonna have a +2. Okay, they don't, but now someone knows I have a blue 3. But can he do anything to stop it? Other than just picking up a card. Make it seem like it can be played. Is that technically the only way to actually stop it? When you know what someone has? Like, if it's not the... Oh my god. Yeah, somehow I can't be level 1s. Because I'm the one that gets screwed over, the concern over me. But then let another level 1 win. I can't do anything if I have shit hands to deal with. Okay, I thought I was going to get +4 then, if that was the case.
I don't know what the fuck one has. Clearly it works. No, no, come on. Well, someone's already won because someone decided to be a dick. Okay, so what? Like, this doesn't even fucking work. But so many games I could even be playing. So what ones to even play? Oh wait, I have a great idea. That's a bit. Well, it should. Mainly that you can't. Okay, there's no fucking point if I'm gonna make it that I can't just stack it. Actually, just to sale for the deck. Actually, not no. I won't say what it is. I'll just set it up for the next stream because it's me. Even if it wouldn't surprise me if some of it gets copyrighted. Mainly because of a certain theme in it. Actually, many themes in it that could easily be copyrighted to shit. Well, to my knowledge, I don't have any now. I don't know what I had before. Making it till I had to go to the place. Like in year one, every Thursday afternoon. I don't fucking know. Why? When I get
fuck off from it. Someone is streaming Bob Ross right now. Really? Bob Ross may be grey, but at the same time, Bob Ross. Out of everything, yeah, let's just stream Bob Ross. I get more viewers than me because of it. Ah, that's what it is. If I did have completely only numbers, then I'd be fine, but I don't. Oh no. Actually, older than this would be fine considering the situation. That's if I'm gonna be able to play. Okay. No, because when I think that I'm actually able to call Uno, I can't considering someone wants to jump in. I can't do it the way I want it to. Clearly some fucker knows exactly what I've got. And I can't play what I want to play. I'm not going to win. Well, this is just bait. But it's also somehow still the motherfucking color. They have to go to red when I don't even want red. But I choose green. Oh, it doesn't even get to green at all. Doing that does not help me. Because I have the other colours, just a red. Still a fucking nothing. The fuck am I meant to do? No, because even when it was 0, it was the entire bloody time. By the time it gets to me now, just nothing. Now I've got every colour except blue. Because of course I have every colour except the one in play. Or just get +2, because why fucking not? For once, it's actually green by the time it reached me. I know a miracle. There is a small chance that one has... Yellow 8. Okay, yep. No, no, of course we're screwed. Honestly, because of how pissed off I am. Can I just end it? Yes. I will end it. And off stream, I will check to make sure the game that I plan to play works. Because if it doesn't work, then I've got to try something else now, haven't I? Is this slightly earlier? Yes. Do I care? No. Not when, because it's me, and it feels like on a constant, I am one of the people that just gets one viewer, but it's actually no one. It just lies. And I'm slightly pissed off with it. Because no matter when I stream, somehow it's inconvenient for the people who I want to actually see it. That or they really don't care. So yes, ending it now. Is any of it professional? No. Because it might well just be professionally unprofessional. I don't know which way it works better of that. Whether you do the professionally unprofessional or unprofessionally professional. Or is it more professionally unprofessional, mainly because I haven't got anything set up to make it look like it's a stream. Because no face cam, no chat, and just no bar for like time of subs. Nothing, because I haven't set anything up. I mean, part of that just being because one YouTuber in a way, the more Twitch streamer now, gets away with it. Mainly Pika Spray, I don't know how you say it, like Pika Spray? But pretty much, he does, he still does Pokemon stuff, but I know he has done some horror games, Castlevania games, where it's just the game. Nothing else. Okay, he's still, pretty sure he still has his traditional borders surrounding it, but none of the usual stuff you see in 99% of streams.
Could I copy that? Yes, but at the same time, I'm still wanting it to appear here to be semi-professional, but still be professionally unprofessional. Am I just rambling? Yes, to fucking no one, because I've rambled to no one except myself for a lot of my life. I'm used to it. It just happens. So bye for now. Return at 7. Even if I'm guessing no one is going to be watching it. Because I have that type of effect. Where I'm so pessimistic about myself that sometimes it is true.